Thank you again, President Linda. He loved to tell the story. He was with other Rochester Rotarians at the State School and Industry, mentoring juvenile delinquents. Our club did that. We tried to make a difference in young lives that had already run into some difficulty. He was president of Rochester Rotary, and when he arrived out at the State School and Industry, fellow Rotarians rushed up to greet him, to shake his hand, to pat him on the back, to embrace him, and to say hello. And suddenly this man felt a tug on his suit coat tail. A small lad who simply looked up and said, "Hey, mister, will you shake hands with me?" That man was Lory Conrad, a Rochester Rotarian since 1962. Served as club president the year I joined Rotary in 1976-77, which is perhaps why he is most memorable to me. He would serve as our district governor in 1982 and 83. Lory Conrad, and you see him on the screen, was a man of dignity and respect. He loved to tell the story of that lad from the State School and Industry because he truly believed that we as Rotarians should reach out to others, reach out and shake hands. Ironically, years later, I would put together a video about the Eastern Cities Fellowship Dinner, and we would entitle it, "Shake Hands with Rotary." Lory was born on a farm in Indiana. He would attend the General Motors Institute. He would work for GM for 44 years, retiring as works manager at GM's Rochester Products Division. His beloved wife, Jean, always at his side, a perfect Rotarian couple, not only in our club, but in the district and beyond. After retiring to Florida, Lory would care for Jean as her health failed, and she passed away a few years ago. Sadly, my call to his retirement community this past week found Lory in failing health, now in a room in the healthcare center. I wanted to hear his voice one more time, but he cannot handle phone calls at this time. I don't have to add anything to those who know Lory Conrad. For those who never had the good fortune to meet and know him, I can only say a more dignified example of a Rotarian you will not find. Truly a class act. I'm having this recorded today to send to Lory, and I hope those who knew him will stop and see me after the meeting and share a comment or two that we can include in a short video. As he faces challenges in his life, may the sound of our voices and those memories bring some comfort. Just like the comfort and concern he displayed so many years ago behind the barbed wire and the locked gates at the State School and Industry, when a small lad reached out and asked, "Hey, mister, will you shake hands with me?"
Mr. Conrad, Lory, Ken Pink here, member since 1988. My fondest memories of working with you and sitting with you back in the 90s in Fellowship Hall, reminiscing about the old days. I know you were a president in the 70s, followed by district governor, and just can't thank you enough for all you've done in the Rotary world that, not only connect us here locally, but around the district as well. So great job, well done, and God bless you.
Greetings, Lory. Bob Enright, Rochester Rotarian since 1992 and former executive director. I remember fondly when you and Jean came up from Florida each summer and visited the Sunshine Camp, and the time we spent talking about Rotary and the Eastern Cities Dinner and the Inner City Dinner before that. As I look back on my years in Rotary, one of the things that really sticks out are the great Rotarians that I know, and you have always been a Rotarian's Rotarian, someone that everyone in the club has always looked up to. So thank you for sharing your time and your leadership at Rotary, and we miss not seeing you.
Lory, this is Sam Merlo, and we're calling to wish you well on this important occasion, which is the Rochester Rotary Centennial Year. I want to thank you for all that you have done for many, many years for our children who are physically and mentally challenged in our camp. So thank you, Lory, and God bless.